Hello there! I've been talking about making this kind of video for a while now. It started during the Christmas 2020 banners and not getting Bradamante. I'll talk about her first and her banners, and then move through the year, including the recent banners like the New Year event and the upcoming Prisma Illya Rerun, which at the time of this writing the script was when they announced it. So at first I was going to only talk about servants that I wanted, but I thought about just making a video for all the banners that will/may come this year. I say may only because there are some campaigns that are skipped, even though it's just a few. I'll put timestamps for each banner, and I'll also say on those timestamps which servants I'm basically keeping an eye on throughout those banners basically. Throughout each banner I'll talk about servants to look out for, when they'll be available again, and when the banners are available in JB to give you a good estimate for when it's gonna come into NA. Note that there are also some campaigns where there are only JB versions, so those I won't be talking about. Another note is that I'll keep switching between the words banner and campaigns, but they mean the same thing. It's just sometimes you use summoning campaign and then others will say banner. It's just whichever you feel more accustomed to. A lot of servants are available at the same banners like Lucky Bags or New Year events, so there will be lots of repetition upon doing my research and stuff, just checking out which servants are there. So I'll be using this picture from Reddit since it shows the events I would say are going to for sure come to NA, and then this website to get more information on each banner, the servants, and then when their next banners are. I honestly don't know what the title will be named since I haven't thought of it yet, so we'll see in the end game. So with all that being said, let's begin. We'll start with Bradamante since she was what started this idea. So, future me here, the recording you're seeing are mostly gameplays that I've tried to record a lot from Fate. Some of them will be in Japanese version, some of them will be NA version, so because I'm trying to get recordings for relevant stuff that I'm saying at the time, so please excuse the quality in the Japan version because I'm using emulator since I don't have the space for my phone. Sorry about that. Let's get back to the main topic. This section will be different from the others since it would just be focused on her and banners that she will appear on. After her first appearance, she gets a raid-up during this year's Valentines Event. I'll talk about these banners more later on in orders that they appear, so you guys know more about the servants that will appear in there. She also appears in the next Valentine's Event, which is basically the year after that year's Christmas event, and other special banners. I'm not sure what to name them, so I'll just call them special banners. So you have many chances to get Bradamante, more so in the next year when looking at the dates when they first appeared in the Japan version, whichever one, JP Japan. Personally, I don't mind not getting her since there are so many chances to get her. Another thing is that I have many 4 to 5 star Lancers and feel that I'm really not lacking in that department compared to the other classes. Going back to the main topic, Bradamante is available during the Valentine's event this year and will appear again more next year, so keep that in mind if you're looking for Bradamante. I'll now begin with the event that just finished a while ago, the New Year 21 event or Beni-enma. There are two servants here to check out, Beni-enma and Shuwen Assassin version. Future me here again. I forgot to talk about Tamamo because I thought I would talk about Tamamo later, but I didn't, so I'll be talking about Tamamo's banners here. So after this event, she appears in the Valentine's event this year, then she appears the rerun of the New Year's event next year, and the Valentine's of next year also. So pretty simple. That's all I have to say. Back to the original recording. For Beni-enma, the next time she's available this year is basically the 4th anniversary Lucky Bag summoning. Note that this Lucky Bag has two choices. One option contains the 3 swordsman classes, Saber, Lancer, and Archer, Ruler, Avenger, Moon Cancer, and Foreigner, while the second option contains the 4 horseman classes, Rider, Caster, Assassin, Berserker, and Alter Ego. You just have to hope that you get what you wanted on this one since it's a Lucky Bag. After that, she's available on the celebration of the New Year, next year again, and then that's the rerun also. Pretty sure the rerun happens after the New Year, so the rest are lucky back campaigns, so I think it's better to roll for her on the rerun. I'm personally fine with not getting her since I actually have more single target sabers compared to AoE sabers. That's what I need more in my opinion. I'll still try, but I wouldn't be sad, I would say, if I don't get her. Next up is Old Man the Shuwen Assassin. The next event when he'll get a raid up is on March for the Boys Collection, which is basically the White Day in Japan. It doesn't happen in the Western since it only happens, I'm pretty sure, in Japan when I researched it. It's basically the boys' version of Valentine's Day. Valentine's is for girls, White Day is for boys, which is in March. Do note that the servants here that in the Boys Collection are only available for 1 day except for 4 servants, which you see here now. There's another event that seems to be linked together with that since it seems to be more of a event thing surrounding it. I think it's the same summoning campaign when I researched both banners. The next main banner would be the 4th anniversary, but there's a servant there that is more worthwhile in my opinion. After that are the reruns and the New Year's version, so it's predictable when he should appear again. I won't be getting him since there are servants I want more, plus I have my own instant death servant. There are 2 servants here to check out, with one being more limited than the other, Illya and Miyu. Illya starts being available only during the Lucky Bags and New Year campaigns after this rerun. Miyu, on the other hand, is currently available in one banner, the 5th anniversary Lucky Bag, which is 2 years from now. Miyu is way more rare compared to Illya. I would say she's more of a collectible servant. Also did some research on her. She seems to be more support centric, but I feel like there are better support casters than her. So it's up to you. As far as I know, Miyu is one of the other servants that are really rare, with the other being Asakami Fujino, which only happened in the Karano Kyokai rerun. Like that was the only banner that she appeared in, as far as I know. I think she also appears in a Lucky Bag. And upon doing further research, she's also available in the same Lucky Bag Miyu is in, which is 2 years from now, so it's super long, and it's just super rare to get them. I feel like getting these servants are just like novelty and like collector's items, I guess. Plus, you don't really get to see them, I would say, when on support. They may put them to just show up for getting rare servants. For me, I don't know. I don't feel like rolling for her since I have a lot of caster servants who could do her job better in my opinion. But she is a really rare servant with barely any banners at all, so roll for her if you want to. I think this is the problem with the fear FOMO, if I remember correctly. Fear of missing out. So be careful of that. Okay, so that's that. And now we're going to begin with what's gonna happen in the future, so this will get interesting, I would say. The next event has female servants available per day, with one being notable for this event, Murasaki Shikibu. I hope I pronounced that right, actually. Murasaki is, upon checking her skills, seems to be more of a demon killer, so that's really interesting, since I don't think I have a lot of demon killers in my opinion. The problem is that you usually don't know if you're fighting demons at the time. You just have to guess from the place you're in and the current circumstances in the story, I guess. The next banner she's available are the Lucky Bags and the New Year's events. She's not available on the next year Valentine since a new servant takes her place for that. I think people have already memed that face, so yeah. I will not be running for her since I have many casters and have servants that I'm waiting for. I just hope I don't get tempted because of FOMO. So we're back to another rerun, and this time, Meltryllis and Passionlip are back. This time, however, Kingprotea has arrived in the second banner of this event, so keep that in mind. Kingprotea is one of 3 servants I want for this year. There are other servants who I'm iffy on if I should try to get them or not. I'll talk about them later. Kingprotea is available during the 4th anniversary Lucky Bag this year after the rerun. After that are the New Year, Lucky Bag, and then the Lucky Bag of the year after. Kingprotea is just so cute. She just reminds me of the giant Alter in Fate Extella. I really want to get her. Hope you guys have good luck on your gacha when we're going for her. Hello, future me here again. So, I didn't talk about Meltryllis and Passionlip. I have no idea why, probably because I was more excited about Kingprotea than them. So, here goes. First up, Meltryllis. After the rerun, she gets a raid up during the 4th anniversary Lucky Bag, the New Year, then a main interlude for Seraph, so a lot of the servants there will get an raid up. Then she stays in the Lucky Bags after that. For Passionlip, she has less banners than Meltryllis. She has only 2 banners, the main interlude and the 5th anniversary Lucky Bag. That's it. I have no idea why she has less banners. Sucks. Well, let's just continue on. Sorry about that. Next up is the boys. Instead of Murasaki being there always during Valentines, Moriarty, Prince of Langling, and Young King and Alexander are constant for this event, with the male version being one per day. Same thing as females. I'll talk about Moriarty for this one. So, after this event, he appears in the Lucky Bags and the New Year. That's it. He gets 4 banners. I have no one that I want in this event, so I'm not rolling. I'll show you which servants are available each day instead, so we can just move on. I'm pretty sure you know who we are going to talk about during this part. Kama is a servant who I'm iffy on if I should roll for her instantly, or should I just save my quartz for the servants that I want, since I don't know how many quartz I would have after trying to get to roll for Kingprotea. Kama, like others, is available at the Lucky Bag, New Year, the Rerun event, and stays at the Lucky Bag after that. Kama has an interesting skill that is used against Alter Ego, which for me, I think it just stands to be against Kiara. There are very few Alter Egos in this game, which a lot of them are obtained during the CCC events. I'll only try to roll for her if I get lucky with getting Kingprotea at an early rate and I have extra. Since I know this is one of the servants people want a lot, best of luck. This one, I'm not sure when it will happen since the download campaigns are different from the regions. On NA, the last download that I see right now is 12 million compared to JP's 50 million. Like, those the same banners, it's just different numbers. So we'll see when NA's version happens. The servant here is Mysterian Heroine X Alter. Is the only one who gets a raid up. I would say single raid up servants are really rare in my opinion. If you want her, the next time she's available are the Lucky Bag, Saber Wars 2 event, the New Year, and then Lucky Bags after that. I'm not going to roll since I need to save a quartz again from the 2 banners that just happened. So, GUDAGUDA 3. For this event, there's only one servant that I could want, Okita Alter. Being more specific, Okita Alter is available on this year's Lucky Bag, New Year, the Rerun, and then stays on the Lucky Bag. I hope that I get lucky with Okita Alter this time, otherwise it'll be a while. Next up, this event gives you a welfare servant, Gray. There are 2 servants here to check out, Reines and Astraea, or Illya. I'll be talking about Illya first since she has only 3 banners compared to Reines' 6. Illya is available at Atlantis' 2nd banner and New Year's Lucky Bag. I say 3 because I'm including also this event, so yeah. Reines gets Lucky Bag, New Year, Interlude, and then stays on the Lucky Bags. Reines is a servant in this event where I want to get her but I am in no rush to. There is another rider that I want this year. I am at least sure this will happen in the NA version. I'm not sure though when. I'll just post a picture here instead so you guys can check if there's a servant you want. I'm just surprised that there isn't a lot of radar for the extra classes. So this event is, I think, short in my opinion, since apparently, I think I remember this event like having a poll or something, and it happens during the glass banner. So, but this is where you have a chance to get Jeanne Alter. She gets a single raid up here, Her next banners are the Lucky Bag, New Year, the 20 million downloads, which should be around 2 years when I checked when this happened in Japan, and then Lucky Bags after. Pretty straightforward campaign, nothing else to say. So this one is a big one. There are 3 banners here. The pre-release, story release, and second summoning banner. The pre-release has Arjuna and Rama. The story release has Ganesha, Lakshmi Bai, and William Tell. The second banner has Arjuna Alter, Karna, and Ashwataman. I'll call him Ash to make it short, and Asclepius. I'm pretty sure I got that wrong actually. So it's up to you, who do you want to roll for? I'm pretty sure most will roll for Arjuna Alter or Ganesha. Personally, Lakshmi Bai is the one I'm looking at. It's Tan John. I'll talk about the bans between the 4-7 since they are new, I would say. Ash, Lakshmi Bai, Ganesha, and Arjuna in that order. Ash's next raid up is the Christmas event and its rerun, and the Lucky Bag next year. Lakshmi, I'm just gonna call it Lakshmi now. Lakshmi are an interlude campaign middle of next year, which also includes Reines, a special banner, and the Lucky Bag. Ganesha is next year's Valentines. I call out that I'm not sure if it will happen, and the same special banner. Finally, Arjuna Alter starts with this year's Lucky Bag, New Year, Lucky Bag, and the same special banner. I won't roll even though I want Lakshmi because since the interlude campaign may give me 2 of the servants that I want but don't need, so yeah. It's a want but not a need. This campaign is very straightforward. For Nero Bride, after this event her rates are only on Lucky Bags, so I would say this is the event that you should try and roll for because I don't really guarantee the Lucky Bags chances. This event really gives Oda Nobunaga her due. A 5-star, why did I say 5th? A 5-star Avenger form. They, the gender is unknown, I believe it's a she plus a voice, so has a unique skill in which, I think from reading it, changes the field type so they can get a battlefield buff, which in this case it turns into Burning Battlefield. Their banners are Lucky Bag, New Year, Event Rerun, and then Lucky Bags after. I'm pretty sure there are some Nobunaga fans that are happy if they can get them. Good luck. This event is the same as last year. I'm going to be talking about each servant's available banner, so it should be a while. We'll go in order that the banners appear in, so first it would be Jeanne Archer, Ibaraki Lancer, Ushi Assassin, Edmond Dantes, Gilcaster, BB Summer, Sabermap, and Mysterious Heron XX. So first up is Jeanne Archer, and she's available in the Lucky Bag, New Year, a special banner, and Lucky Bags after that. Ibarakis are the rerun of Only Land and next year's Lucky Bag. I'm just going to call each Lucky Bag by the year they should come in NA. Ushi Assassins are special banner and 2022 Lucky Bag. Edmond Dantes are this year's Lucky Bag and New Year, 2022 and 2023 Lucky Bags. Guildcasters are special banner and 2022 Lucky Bag. Oh my gosh. BB Summers are New Year and 2021, 2 and 3 Lucky Bags. Sabermems has only one banner that she appears, and that's the 2022 Lucky Bag. Mysterious Heron XX are 22 Lucky Bag and a pre-release campaign that has Yang Guifei. We won't talk about Yang since she is the servant available during New Year, which is 2022. And then the year after that is Muramasa. Just note that the next event is where you get a guaranteed 5-star, and that's because it's the 4th anniversary. This is a big event since it's an anniversary. The big servant available here is Leonardo da Vinci Rider. Instead of Caster, it's Rider. There are only 5-star servants here that get a raid up each day. The Lucky Bag for this anniversary is what I showed you earlier in the beginning, and I'll show you it again so you guys can decide which option to go for if you want. I'll be talking about Da Vinci, Anastasia, Napoleon, Sidonite, and Xiang Yu's banner. For Shuwen, I've already said when he'll be available next way earlier in this video, during the New Year 2021 event that just passed, which I'll also show a time code so you know when I talk about it, so you can just move there and then move back here again. Da Vinci Rider's banners after the anniversary are New Year 2022, 5th anniversary, which includes one of the servers I want, and 2022 3 lucky bags. It's just better to say 2, 3 than saying 2022, 2023. It's just so long. Anastasia starts with an interlude at the end of the year 2022 Valentines and a special banner. Napoleon's is similar to Anastasia, with the only difference is Valentines for the white day, males to females version, basically. Sedona has 2 banners, Onlyland Rerun and Valentine's Day next year. Xiangyu has an interlude at the beginning of February, White Day, and a special banner. Da Vinci is the second servant I really want this year. Good luck to all, but the problem continues to the next event. Welcome to Las Vegas. There's a rover servant here you can get, Hokusai! Yay! But I'm pretty sure there are multiple servants that people want here, and the same goes for me. The new servants here are Musashi Berserker, Asakabe Hime, Archer, Carmilla Rider, Artoria Ruler, Meltryllis Lancer, and Okita Assassin. They finally got their summer event. Okita finally gets her swimsuit. Merlin is here too, but the others are more important, but I'll talk about them after the others. So, Musashi has New Year Rerun 2022 3 lucky bags. Asakabe Hime and Carmilla Rider has Rerun and 2022 lucky bag. Meltryllis Lancer and Okita Assassin only have 2022 lucky bags back. Artoria Rider has almost the same thing as Musashi, but the weird thing is, she's not on the rerun. I have no idea why she's not on the rerun. It's just super weird for her not to have a rate up and instead replaced with a rank up quest, which I think is fine, but why doesn't she get a rate up? Even Melt and Okita don't have rate ups there. It's only the first banner, which is basically Musashi, Asakabe Hime, and Carmilla who get a rate up again on the rerun. There are 2 servants here that I want, Artoria Ruler and Melt Lancer, with Okita and Carmilla being more on the iffy side, so I'm happy to get spooked by them, hopefully. So you can expect me to wait more for the 3rd banner compared to the first banner, since Carmilla Rider gets a rerun compared to the others, so I would say wait for the 3rd banner. For anyone wondering about Merlin, he gets New Year 2022 and 3 lucky bags. Good luck for people rolling in these banners. One thing to note is that there might be a 1500 day milestone during this event according to this picture, so we'll see. Next up is an interlude break in my opinion. It's Nicholas, Tesla, Jack, and Parvati. That's it. I don't feel like talking about them, but either way, I'll say it anyway. For Nikola Tesla, it's weird. He doesn't have any rate ups. Like, he has no rate ups after this, so this is probably your last chance to get him until, like, probably something happens in the future, because as of right now, he has no rate ups at all. For Jack, her next rate up would be Valentine's of next year and the rerun of Apocrypha. For Parvati, she gets a special banner, then next year's lucky bag, and that year's Christmas event, which is basically the second summoning banner. So, wow. These are some rare servants, I would say, in my opinion, with Nikola Tesla being rare. So, I'm not sure how to make that information, so it's up to you if you really want them or not, if you really need them or not, I would say. Hello. So, I apparently skipped this part, so I'll just say what I said here. So, this thing is straightforward. It is what it is. Each day will rotate between 2 classes that you can see here, and servants that get a rate up are here. That's it. That's all I'll show you, and then we can just move on to the next thing. This is the rerun version. The difference between this and the original, which happened last year, is that Gorgon replaces Queen of Sheba. That's it. For anyone interested in Gilgamesh's future banners, they are 2022 New Year, the 20 million download, and the 2022 3 lucky bags. We have another rerun, and the main difference this time is that instead of Chiyome, she is replaced by Shuden Doji and Ibaraki Lancer. I've talked about Sidonai's banners during the 4th anniversary, and so the next banner she would get a rate up is 2022 Valentines. For anyone interested in Shuden Doji, she gets her banners are New Year, Lucky Bag, an interlude campaign, and then next year's Lucky Bag. Or basically 2023's Lucky Bag, I mean. Next up, we got 3 banners for this event just like the 4th Lostbelt, and yeah. The pre-release has Mysterian Heron X only. Main release has Space Ishtar and Calamity Jane. And the second banner has Mysterian Heron X Alter and Munenori Yakyu. I'll be talking about the 2 new servants here, Ishtar and Calamity Jane. So, the former has New Year, 2022 and 3 Lucky Bag, and the rerun. Wow, Calamity Jane has the 2022 Lucky Bag and rerun. Hello, Feature Me here. I'm going to talk about Mysterian X, because I didn't talk about her during this. So, after this banner, she has almost the same as, or rather, she has the same as Space Ishtar, except she's just on the second banner. That's it. It's just that easy. I'm not going to talk about Mysterian X Alter because I already talked about her earlier, so if you want to know about her, just click on this time, just go to this time code and you'll be taken there. So that's pretty much it. This event is where I'm iffy on if I should roll or not, if I should roll or roll on the rerun instead, which is more likely to roll on the rerun. Next up is the 80 million download in Japan. I'm not sure when it's gonna happen in NA. The main rate up here is Scotty. Scotty's next banners are New Year and 2022 3 Lucky Bags. Next up is the Christmas event. One thing to say is that this event is earlier than usual since the next event is the 5th Lostbelt. I'll talk about that later. I'll talk about those banners later. The Christmas weather here is Nightingale Santa. Since the Santa Christmas event has ended, there is absolutely no way to get Santa kits as the event is a one-time thing, which I have no idea why at the time of recording, and I'm pretty sure that's correct, please. The main thing everyone, I would say, is looking at here is everyone's favorite FGO trap, Astolfo, who is now a Saber. And plus there's this video that's just super good. Personally, I'm not rolling, and I'll just use my friends who happen to get it because that's way better. Astolfo's banners are the New Year, the Apocrypha rerun, and the 2022 Lucky Bag, and then the rerun of this event. Should be interesting how many of my friends get him. Now we'll talk about the 5th Lostbelt and the final banners of 2021. This should be the final banner. There's another banner that starts during the Lostbelt, which may be Japan only, like when I looked upon this banner. Super Orion and Europa make their debut here. Super Orion is someone I have on my Japan account when I got back to playing recently. I went back to get Muramasa, which I did get him. His next banners are New Year's and Lucky Bags. So he's available again really fast since they're really close to each other. Like, this is basically the end of the year and then the New Year's coming next. Yoruba, on the other hand, is available on next year's Valentine's and a special banner. I'm personally not going to roll here and we'll probably wait for the New Year banner since that's better in my opinion, plus there's a guaranteed one if you pay. I also think that people will roll for Super Orion more than Europa in my opinion, despite seeing her more on the support list in the Japan version. At least in my opinion, since I don't have friends there anymore since they deleted me for not playing years. I forgot to talk about the second banner in this, which the second banner has Achilles, Astraea, and Hector. I already talked about Astraea earlier in this video, which is shown in this timecode here, so if you want to go check that out. but we'll talk about Achilles for this one. So, Achilles appears in 3 banners after this one. Chaldea Boys Collection 2022, the rerun of Apocrypha, and a special banner. That's it. I'm surprised he doesn't go back again to the lucky bags. And we're done. We've covered the banners and servants and their raiders for the next banners. This should give you an idea for a servant that you want and when they're next available. Also notice that whenever my voice changes, that's when I added some new things, so yeah. That's definitely something. You definitely see it when I do the review for this month. So, hopefully I can release this by the month because it's like almost February, so. A lot of servers are going to be back either by Lucky Bags or New Year, so make sure to do research for when you want to roll and the type of Lucky Bags, since the Lucky Bags are like different depending on the year. Just know that I'm a free to play in Japan compared to NA, where I can actually spend money since I'm in NA. If I get desperate enough though. So yeah. I'm thoroughly happy that I got Muramasa, but realize how weak my service overall was compared to my NA version, so yeah. I definitely need to do some work for my Japan version. I've lost a lot of my friends, so now I have to try and regain back, but it definitely feels like I'm going to be super tired, like I have to keep going back and forth and I have so many games to play and so many things to do overall. So it's definitely going to be a while, or I may just give up, but I really don't want to give up, basically. There are some servants people would mostly go for, like Da Vinci Rider, Orion, I'm talking about in this case Super Orion, Kama, etc. But for me, I've already said before, but there are 3 servants that are a must need for me this year. Kingprotea, Da Vinci Rider, and Artorial Ruler. With some servants here and there that is the one but don't need, like Kama, Reines, Lakshmi, Miyu, Okita Alter, and Meltlilith Dancer. Hopefully, I have some quartz enough to roll for each and every single one of them, since you actually get a decent amount of quartz during this whole year, but that definitely gonna take a while since you might not have enough quartz by the time the banner appears, so good luck with that. I didn't really talk about this picture since it's self-explanatory at the pose, like when I first saw it, but I'll explain anyway for those who don't know. Like the title of the post, which I'm showing right now, it's the rewards we are supposed to get during the events. That's it. It's basically all of the rewards that we're supposed to get during the events for this year. So we get a lot of quartz. The problem is, you might not have enough quartz by the time the banner shows up for one of the servants that you want, so best of luck. So that's pretty much it. Recording, like I'm looking at the Audacity right now and it's like 44 minutes right now, so I hope you guys enjoyed this and found this to even be a tiny bit informational if there's a servant here you want. This is the first time I believe that I've made this kind of video where it's information of some kind. I'm not sure what to say. If you watched the whole thing, thank you very much. It makes me happy to see people interested in this kind of video. Thank you guys so much for watching this long video. Leave a like and subscribe if you believe I deserve it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, have a nice day, and stay safe out there. May the gacha gods bless you.
ある人の虫若です。さあ頑張りましょう。ある人のポンポコリンリンポンリンリン。ダメです。私にはアビー殿のような愛らしさがありませぬ。しょぼりんりん。